Hey there, it's Brittany Chavers, and I'm back with Jesse James Beads and the February 2024 Magical Mystery Bead Box, which was La Dolce Vita. If you watched my unboxing video, you would know that I was in love with this box, loved it so much. So we're going to make 3 really simple projects using the box. I don't know about you, but these days my time is very limited and I love fast and easy projects. So we're going to make 2 pairs of earrings and a really fun bracelet. Let's start with the bracelet. I'm going to be using the chain that was in the box. This is the On the Vine gold chain. I'm just going to measure it to fit my wrist. Think about right there, I'll do it. And I'm just going to cut that off. There we go. And we'll have 2 little tags left over that you can just save for another project. And I am going to, there weren't any clasps in this mix, so I have just a Jesse James Beads clasp that I found. And I'm going to take just 2 little jump rings. I'm going to take the 2 jump rings and just attach my clasp to either end of this chain. And it might be a little hard to find that end, so just take your time. And we'll just hook that on. And do the exact same thing to the other side. So here you can stop, but I am going to add some pretty beads to this bracelet because there were such cute little beads in the Mediterranean lemonade mini mix. So I'm just going to lay this out. I'm taking all 4 of my tiny little lemons that I just loved from the mix, and I'm just going to space those out evenly. You can use a ruler if you'd like. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. So I'm going to put 1 there, 1 at the other end, 1 here, and 1 here. And then I am going to take several of the green rondelles and the yellow rondelles that were in that mix as well. Actually, the green rondelles were in the Amalfi Gardens mix, and then these were in the lemonade mix. So I'm going to put a green in between each one of my little lemons, and then I'm going to put a yellow on either side of those green. Then I'm going to put 1 green here, 1 yellow on the outside, 1 green on this side, you can't see it, it's out of the screen, and 1 yellow on the outside of that. I am going to use my jump rings and my, I'm going to use some head pins to create dangles. Put a bead on a ball head pin, and then we'll just make a wire wrapped loop. And I don't have to worry about wire wrapping it onto the bracelet at this time because I'm going to use jump rings to attach all of my dangles. I'm going to do this for every single bead. So we'll make a loop, grab our loop with our pliers, and you can use your fingers or your another pair of pliers to wrap that around. And then we'll just snip right there. And then once I have all of these completed, we'll go ahead and hang everything from the bracelet with jump rings. Okay, all of my pieces are wrapped, and I have some jump rings here. And I am just going to lay this out. And I believe this little green bead is going to be the middle somewhere, so I'm going to kind of fold this up and find the middle where I want that green bead to be. Right about here. And these are going to kind of end up mixing in with all of the other dangles, but that's how I want it to be. So they're going to kind of be hiding in between these little gold leaves. All right. See how easy it is to add in a dangle? And you could do this with any of the beads in the box, but I liked the look of the yellow and the green together. And I'm just going to slowly go outward. So I'm going to take jump ring and a yellow. And it's going to be pretty close to that green bead. I think we're going to skip one jump ring and put the yellow bead on. And then I'll go toward the other side. Make sure you get your jump rings really closed if you can, because these are pretty thin links. All right, and then I want to do my little lemon slice. Now the thing with the lemon slice is you're going to have to put 2 jump rings on that. I think I'm going to do a small jump ring and a large jump, or a small jump ring and then one of this size. And that's simply because of the orientation of the loop on the top of the lemon. So if the loop wasn't facing front to back like that, we would only need 1 jump ring, but it is facing front to back, so we just need a small jump ring to get it facing the right way, and then we'll hook it on to our bracelet. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to move over one. I'm going to skip 1 jump ring. We might have some space towards the ends of our bracelet, but I want to make sure that everything's pretty evenly spaced and we're not ending up too complicated on our pattern. I'm just going to go 1 over. Hang. It has my little lemon. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. My little lemon hanging, and then I'm just going to repeat going up the rest of the bracelet. Okay, my bracelet is finished and I love her so much. It's so cute. The spacing worked out beautifully, and I couldn't be happier with how this turned out. Oh, I am seeing a potential problem, and I'm glad this showed up when I was trying to do this on camera. So when you have a toggle clasp, you have to make sure the thing that's connecting your toggle to your chain will fit through the hole in your toggle. And this jump ring is a little too big to fit through, so I'm just going to trade that out for a smaller jump ring, and then we'll be good to go. Glad that showed up while I was filming. Hopefully the size that I use to connect the charms is just small enough to get through that sun. If not, I'll find another one. Let's see. Yep, perfect. The other side I don't need to change because that part is just connecting the sun to the bracelet. But I just love the cha-cha-ness of this. It looks like a little lemon tree to me, and it's such a happy bracelet, and it embodies that entire box. All right, so we're gonna make some earrings. The earrings, I'm going to warn you, do not match the the bracelet, but that's okay because maybe the bracelet wasn't your style. For the first pair of earrings, super simple in a style that I always do, I'm gonna use this gorgeous drop that was, or gorgeous pendant that was in the box. This lovely hexagon, a spacer, daisy spacer, and one of the miracle beads. Cutting a piece of 22 gauge bead-along beads, German style wire. I'm just going to do a little wire wrapped loop here. And before we close it up, you guessed it, we're gonna slide on our pendant. I mean, you could just put this on an ear wire and you'd be good to go because it's so pretty. But I'm going to wrap that around itself just a couple times. And this is the front, so I want to make sure that I clip it in the back. Here we go. So we have our base there. Just going to put on our hexagon, our spacer, and then our miracle bead. And I am going to do another wire wrapped loop at the top. just wrap a couple times. You can go wrap crazy if you'd like, but I'm not going to. And then I want to make sure I finish that off in the back. And I will get some earring wires in just a minute, but that's such a beautiful summer earring. Like, I can picture wearing this by the pool. I could picture this going shopping, going to drink margaritas or something. This is super duper cute. All right, and then the last earring that I'm gonna make, I had to include this adorable little bird. I just love him so much, so folksy, and I thought it had the perfect vibe with this drop. I also grabbed a carnelian bead, a clay bead, and a bead cap. I am gonna take my leftover wire. I'm gonna do another wire wrap. It's essentially the same style of earring, but we're using completely different components, so it's gonna look totally different. This one's super chic. This one's gonna be super like folksy almost. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap around again like we did on that first earring. Just a couple times. Snip. Make sure it looks good. It looks great. And then I'm going to put that carnelian on, my bead cap, my clay bead, and then my bird. Now the bird, he's going to make a little bit difficult for you to wire wrap this, so you could put another bead on top of him, but I'm just going to go in there as close as I can get with my pliers. The tail is where we're going to see the issue because it's kind of a U and we can't really maneuver too much in there to make a wire wrapped loop. You just kind of have to get in there if you can. And then we're just going to go around a couple times. I'm going to hold that in place with my pliers. You can see my loop's a little tipsy, a little topsy-turvy. And I'll just go and wrap a couple times. The bird will be moving. We're going to straighten out that loop in just a minute. And this is, again, another way it's going to look a little folksy. All right. And then I'm going to straighten that out with my pliers. Get one more loop going, or one more pass going, because I want to snip that off in the back. Right there. I did mar my wire a little bit. I'm okay with that, but if you're not, just be a little bit more careful than I was. And then here is our little pair. Oh, I didn't even plan making the bird's face two different directions, but it's super duper cute. I'll take an ear wire and open that up. And now that I'm using ear wires that are facing sideways, so I'm just gonna hold my loop and turn. And then we will put on our dangle. And then just close that up. We have our cute little bird. Super duper cute. And then, I know I just said cute about 6 times. And then we'll do the exact same thing for this earring. Again, I'm going to need to turn my wire. And that's what that looks like hanging from an ear wire. And I'm seeing my wire isn't tucked in enough here. So I'm just going to take my pliers and push that towards the back. There we go. And here is the pair of that pair. Here's the pair of the birds. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And if you're interested in this box from Jessie James Beads, I put an affiliate link in the description of this video. Stay tuned for Goldie. Thank you to Jessie James Beads for having me back, and have a good day. Bye-bye. cutie. Hi, cutie. Hi. Yeah, you're such a good girl. Yeah.